The Summer Olympics come every 4 years, and it's a beautiful time for the world to unite together as each country gets the chance to showcase their pride internationally. The athletes that they built are now trying to win gold for their countries. However, most good things in life don't come without some form of disappointment, or in the Summer Olympics case, controversy. History forever changed due to some of the most controversial moments ever, and they're surely ones we won't forget anytime soon. I'm Justin Fraction, and here are the 10 biggest controversial Summer Olympic moments that will have you going, what the Number 10. Ben Johnson, 1988. It was like a story out of a Hollywood epic. Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson participating at the 1988 Olympics in Seoul, South Korea. The chance to become an icon for his country, and he did, or so we thought. Johnson won gold in the 100-meter dash, putting Canada through one of its greatest sporting moments ever. However, the International Olympic Committee shocked the world by telling them that stanzolo was found in his urine sample, a banned steroid substance. Johnson became a disgraced villain, and his medal was awarded to American rival Carl Lewis. What was supposed to be a great moment for Canada became one everyone from the Great White North tried to forget. Number 9. Countries boycott 1980 Games. Tensions were high between the Soviet Union and the Americans, but when the 1980 Olympics in Moscow rolled around, it was clear that many other countries had no love for Russia either. After the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979, other parts of the world stood up for the Soviets. American President Jimmy Carter threatened to have his country boycott if the Soviets didn't pull their troops out. As a result, 65 countries boycotted the Olympics to protest against the Soviets. They included USA, Canada, China, West Germany, and Japan. Number 8. Rio de Janeiro preparations 2016. To sum up all of the problems with Rio hosting the 2016 Summer Olympics, basically, there are more problems with the preparations than solutions and answers. First off, the Zika virus spread by mosquitoes in Brazil has become a major worry. Experts have debated whether it's a legitimate concern or not. Much of the water for the Olympics is polluted, contaminated, and contains bacteria that exposes the Olympics to all sorts of nasty things. With ongoing crime issues in Rio, there are also worries that not enough security will be available to ensure everyone is safe. We certainly hope all goes well there. Number 7. Refs hand USA women's soccer team a win, 2012. Everyone knows that the U.S. soccer team is one of the best in the world. So when Canada led 1-0, 2-1, and 3-2 in the 2012 semifinals against the Americans in London, it was nice for many of us to see a change. We all know that America is the best at almost everything when it comes to sports, but in this instance, they needed some help from the officials. American star Abby Wambach complained to officials that Canadian goalkeeper Aaron McLeod was taking too long to kick the ball. USA was awarded a penalty late, tied it up, won in extra time, and wound up beating Japan for gold. For you non-soccer fans, refs don't usually call that a foul unless they're taking way too long. We don't know how 5 seconds was too long. Number 6. Stella Walsh tricks everybody, 1932. Los Angeles is a city known for lights, cameras, and action. But when they hosted the Olympics in 1932, Hollywood sure wished they came up with a story as shocking as this. Walsh won a gold medal in the women's 100 meters. However, it was discovered after Walsh's tragic murder in 1980 that she was actually an intersex, meaning she would not have been eligible to participate in the race. Number 5. Fred LORZ drives away from success, 1908. When you were a kid, you may have tried to cheat in gym class. You'll go great lengths to win, but is it really necessary to break integrity? Ask that to LORZ, because we have no idea what he was doing here. In the 1904 Summer Olympics in St. Louis, LORZ had a chance to become a real American hero, but during a marathon at the Olympics, he became tired and got his friend to drive him for 11 miles. The car broke down, and LORZ raced the rest of the way to victory, except that LORZ was caught doing the deed and admitted to his stunt. He was briefly banned by the Amateur Athletic Union as a result. Number 4. Marion Jones, 2000. One of the greatest American track and field athletes ever, Jones did her country proud after taking home a handful of medals at the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney. She won 3 gold medals and a pair of bronze medals. What could have gone wrong? After lying under oath to federal agents, Jones admitted to using steroids and had her medals stripped, and rightfully so. Just another icon to her country that ended up being a disgrace. Number 3. Hitler refuses class, 1936. Jesse Owens made history in the 1936 Olympics held in Berlin. The African-American track and field star won 4 gold medals at the Games. Thankfully, he won them cleanly, but the glorious moment was overshadowed by conflicting accounts. Historians debate that Adolf Hitler refused to hand Owens his medals and acknowledge him. On the other hand, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt failed to invite Owens to the White House after his success. So look at it like this. Owens didn't get the love and acknowledgement he deserved from his own country's president and possibly the man who ran the country that hosted the 1936 Games. Number 2. Jim Thorpe makes an amateur mistake. At the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm, Sweden, American Jim Thorpe made a huge mistake. Thorpe won gold medals in both decathlon and pentathlon, but he didn't appear to understand the rule books. Basically, the 1912 Olympics had strict rules with amateur athlete participation, and athletes who had competed at high enough levels to earn prize money and other awards were not allowed to compete. The problem with Thorpe was that he was previously a minor league baseball player. We'll leave it at that. And number 1, 1972 men's basketball, USSR versus USA. Though the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich are best remembered for the tragic massacre, the showdown between Americans and Soviets in the gold medal game for men's basketball is just as infamous. The Americans tried to win their 7th straight gold medal at the Summer Olympics, and it was epic. Them and the USSR, 2 despised rivals in the world and in sports. Doug Collins sank a pair of free throws to put the U.S. up 59-49 with 3 seconds left. The Soviets inbounded the ball, and with 1 second left, officials stopped play and awarded the Soviets 3 seconds. The next time play resumed, the Soviets failed to score. The horn sounded and the Americans won, but it was ruled that there was a clock issue, so the Soviets got a 3rd chance. This time, Alexander Belov made a last-second shot to give the Soviets the victory. In protest, the Americans refused their silver medals. We'd like to get your thoughts on this, but basically it was a clear ploy that the Soviets were destined to win at the hands of the Olympic Committee. At least, that's what many Americans will say. What's your favorite event at the Summer Olympics? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. This is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.